the Brown Boys. The Brown Boys. The Brown Boys. We the Brown Boys. The Brown Boys. We the Brown Boys. I know a lot of guys that they had a lot of money at one point. They were making a lot of money, right? And the money slowed up. You know, anything in life, money is gonna come, it's gonna go fast, it's gonna go slow. At every point in somebody's life, they're gonna make a little more money than they would normally make. And it's for a season. It's not for forever. It's for a season. And some people get lucky enough to do that 2 and 3 and 4 times. Some people don't. Now, and some people are consistent. They just win. They just make money. They just found a niche and they just keep making money. But the difference that you're going to see here with Gilbert Arenas, I know a lot of people that do that. When things change from when they were making money to when they now stop, they continuously spend as if they still got it. He reminds me of the guy, the former football player, Adrian Peterson, who took out a loan to throw a $2 million party. You know, it's for the look. It's to show people that, hey, I still got it. I might can attract some more business doing it this way. It's that mentality that I'm never out. I'm never down. It's just I need to get more business going. It's like, no, nigga, you're down. You're out. You're really down. And you don't continue down the rabbit hole of trying to prove that you're something just for a look. You buckle in, you take your lumps, and you move on and you grow from it. That's all you got to do. But these always want to keep up with the Joneses. See, it's going to be show and tell. That's the game we play. We're going to play show and tell in a minute. We're going to see who been working and who been relying on white zaddy tit in a minute. And that's why y'all niggas be flagging me. That's why every other week I'm getting flagged. That's why YouTube hiding from me right now. I've been trying to talk to YouTube. They finally sent me an email. Sorry that we so late. I'm like, damn, I was on the road. I didn't even see it. I've been looking for a supervisor for 3-4 days. But nigga, we about to play a game of show and tell. You niggas showing out on this YouTube. You've been making a lot of money. But y'all ain't been making no long haul money. You've been making that show money, that quick fly by night. This is going to work forever money. See, no, I don't want that. I want that old man took his time, dreamed about his shit, bought and drove the same truck. And next thing you know, he pop out and show niggas 200-300 home. Ain't worried about nothing. See, I tried to teach that to Gilbert. You know, he flash in the pan, nigga. You know, he laugh and want to joke, and he tell all these stories that he's so great. But this right here told the ugly truth. This right here told the ugly truth. Ain't no coming back from this one. You can get fat, die skinny. Ain't no coming back from this one. This one is the unadulterated truth. He knows it. All that posing, all that capping, all that keep bringing up Kwame Brown names for numbers. This right here brought it to a head. This right here said everything me and Sino been saying in a nutshell. You don't sell yourself off for fame. You don't sell yourself off trying to keep up and just to brag about awards and that your podcast is the best. They want awards and accolades and quick money. I don't want no money. Cash is trash. I keep trying to tell you that. Robert Kiyosaki say cash is trash. I don't want your money. They can't get no ownership in Underdog. Nigga, they giving away their YouTube page for a check. That long term, Kevin Samuel's YouTube page, I guarantee you, is making money in his absence, in his untimely death. I guarantee his YouTube page is still making money. I guarantee you when that aside Aisha Curry thing came out, hell, I went and watched one of Kevin Samuel's old videos. That's why you don't sell your stuff. That's why it's about ownership. It ain't always about no bag. They give these guys these bags. They make them look like they got money. You hear in the newspaper, such and such guy got $100 million home. Oh, wow. He got $100 million home for what? He got $100 million liability. Maybe he's going to take out a loan and borrow against the home and then go create 2 or 3 businesses out of it. That's the new thing, because you ain't waiting on getting no money out of no property no more. Shit, that ain't gonna get you nothing. You got to tap into that shit right away and go build something else. People are moving away from this old ideal that you buy a home, you tap into the equity after 30 years, and you're gonna have money when you're 60 and old as hell. People moving away from that. I'm ready to sell my guy house and let my business rent my home. Yeah, I don't want no motherfucker house. I want rental space. And when I try to tell that to people, even when I try to tell that to my baby mama, what do you mean? I'm going to pay somebody else's mortgage? Yeah. Yeah, pay it through your business. You damn right. Pay somebody else's mortgage. I'm not going to tell you what to do, but I'm going to tell you what to do because you my baby mama, and I think you're kind of smart, but you got a doctor title, but you don't really know about business. Business is you want your business to pay for your place to stay because you can write it off. You have a better tax benefit to not own a home. That is a liability that you have to pay into. You're not getting anything out of the house other than to tell people you got a nice, pretty ass house. Now, just what if your business owns your home and you could tell people you got a nice, pretty ass office that does as a place that you stay and you work out of, and then you can write off that expense? You know, that seemed like a better thing to me. I don't know, but I know when you go buy a home, you don't get a chance to do all that. Laugh out loud. You don't want to have your house? I'm going to redeed my house. I still want it. I just don't want it in my name. There's a difference. I want a lot of shit. I just don't want it in my name. Yeah, I don't want it in my name. You don't want, he said you don't like stability. Listen, you know how many people, when the market go kaput and they own these homes that they have these high interest rates, even if they got a good interest rate, but there's some guys got to pay $30,000 and $40,000 and $60,000 a month in mortgage. Lamar Odom, y'all thought he was broke. He was paying $15,000 a month in mortgage or in rent or whatever it was. $15,000 a month. You buy a house, $15,000, $30,000 a month. Okay, let's just say you run into some financial trouble. There's ways you can break a lease, but if you get foreclosed on, then that's up your credit for forever. You can break a lease if your financial situation changes. You pay up to 2-3 months of the rent, and you figure out the terms of how to break your lease. You find some issues coming up in the economy. You break your lease, you downsize, you move to your auntie house, you cool. But if you got a mortgage in your name, you got that $40,000-$50,000 a month in your name, that overhead that you got to pay, and your money slow up, it start looking funny. People don't come in to buy homes when your money looking funny. They don't come and buy your home when your money looking funny. Ain't nobody coming to save P. Diddy and buy no plane and all that shit while his money looking funny. That's when blood is in the water. They gonna buy that shit at a cutthroat rate. They trying to drive you down on purpose. Of course, they try to take my YouTube page. They try to do all kind of shit so I can in their mind that's what's gonna run me to a show. But they don't know a nigga like me. In my mind, that's gonna make me never want to come around you ever again. That let me know that I made the right decision. I don't want to be around no niggas that's trying to run other niggas to the pole house. I don't give a damn for what reason. I don't give a damn if you think I laughed at you going to jail. I got every right to laugh at you going to jail. Why would I be in your corner? Why would I be supportive to you, nigga? Anybody who disrespects somebody's family the way you did mine, why in the world do I owe you any respect? Are you nuts? Are you nuts, nigga? I'm not going to sugarcoat it with you. I don't owe you no respect. It's you for me. Straight up and down. It ain't no gang. It ain't no gimmick. It ain't no nothing. It's fuck you. You a disrespectful little dude, and it is what it is. I don't mean no harm to you. Nothing. I just don't fuck with you. And I don't understand why people can't do that. They act like we got to have some come together day. Oh, when are you and Gil gonna come on the podcast together? Never. The fuck is wrong with y'all? You think I'm gonna come sit down? That's what's wrong with these people. They act like shit that the grass ain't green and that the sky ain't blue, mother. The grass is green and the sky is blue, and I'm gonna be with that grass green and the sky blue away from you, nigga. You're not gonna be around no that just sit around and disrespect people, talk with that old condescending ass talk. Oh, I helped him. He apologized to me 3 or 4 times. Nigga, when? When? I can't stand when men try to establish dominance over another man over the internet. Yeah, you know, he apologized. Well, come show people that I be apologizing to you. Let's come face to face and let's show people I'm just this apologetic ass to you or something. Like, stop all that playing. Like, everything ain't for jokes and playing all the time. That's what all these niggas do is want to play and joke. But when the real situation comes, when the real situation happened, where they asking real questions about business, this boy made to look like a fool. I started my channel with an iPhone 8 with no overhead, sitting in the car, running my mouth. Now, Gil said ain't no money on YouTube, but $80,000, $90,000, $60,000 checks coming in a YouTube fashion. That's a lot of money just for running your mouth on an iPhone 8. So I don't know what this called peanuts, and you know, he always want to sound like he's some great guy. But when you divvy up your portion of your plate to 8, 9, 10 different people, and you only worried about the short term, you're not worried about the long haul. You know, not all this big production, just be you. There's a lot of YouTubers that don't have half the production that this dude have, and they making way more money, and they're keeping majority, or if not all, of their content. Why does Gil want to one-up you all the time? It's not just me. He want to one-up everybody. That's the way he is. That's the way his brain thinks. He wants to one-up everybody. It's not just me. That's why I stay the hell away from him. But I don't want to be around people like that. That nigga telling me, oh, yeah, I'm going to make sure I buy your house. I'm going to do this. You going to buy my house? I'm going to make sure I buy your house. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. And then you going to come work for me. Boy, them fighting words where I'm from. I'm not finna come work for a nary soul. What the hell are you talking about? Boy, I work for myself. Why would another man want a man to come work for him? He don't even know how to talk to a man with respect. He can't say we could part. If I'm trying to work with somebody, I'm not finna, hey, yeah, you know what I'm saying? I'm the man, and you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna say you little nigga, you just gonna come work for me. I'm not finna talk to somebody like that. Especially when I know your show suck and you need me. Your retention rate is terrible. Before y'all started throttling down my channel, 50, 60,000 motherfuckers here watching one motherfucker with no production. I ain't seen none of you do that with production. Y'all got big lights, camera, action, and you ain't had 30,000 people watching you at one time. With bots. Well, you got to help him out. I got to help him out because he want to tell people that he helping me out. With Gilbert's biggest booms and his spikes and his biggest spikes in ratings is when he start talking about me. I'm gonna have ratings either way it go. I'm gonna have views either way it go. But of course, when I'm talking about celebrities, it's gonna go up a little bit. But it doesn't mean I have to talk about Gilbert Arenas. I can talk about any celebrity and the numbers gonna go down. Gilbert only get numbers, or he get his most numbers when he makes up a story about Kwame Brown. When he goes on Vlad TV and talk about Kwame, everybody's interested. When he says this made up story that Oak downstairs, everybody interested. So his biggest numbers is when he talk about Kwame Brown. And then right after he talk about Kwame Brown, he normally gets a show right after that. But the problem is he gets a show, the well run dry, and then he got to bring up Kwame again out of the blue. It's the same old